So, you want to hear some cold, hard truth? Here it is. When I was in the hospital and I was close to, you know what, and I was circling the drain, that's right. I came face to face with this guy right here. Yeah, pretty scary stuff. But let me tell you how I overcame that. Stick around. Hi, everybody. Brian here. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing fantastic today. So, cold, hard truth. When I was in the hospital, I didn't really realize how close I was until I got out. But let me tell you what, while I was in, I knew that things were, pretty drastic. And it was scary. I was on a lot of drugs that, were there for help me with anxiety, help me keep calm. And, so I was pretty sedated for quite a while. So, you knew things were bad, but you just didn't know how bad until the drugs started wearing off and the therapies were helping and you were getting back to normal. But as scary as that was, the scariest part came when I got home, believe it or not. That's when those memories really came back to haunt me, especially at night when I was trying to sleep, when I was still in my lounger downstairs, couldn't make it up to my bed yet. But, my wife was kind enough to sleep on the couch also. I know she was uncomfortable, but that's how much she loved me, luckily for me. And, I was just laying there in the dark and, these memories would come back. And the realization that I could just die at any second, it would really hit me hard at night. You know, the thought of having a heart attack or, whatever this stupid COVID had done to me. And also, what really made me think was how freaking arrogant I was before I got sick. As much as I hate to admit it, I thought I was the man. You know, I was, like I said, in other videos, if you followed me, you'll know that I was in really excellent shape. I ran marathons, I did bodybuilding contests. I loved physical fitness. I was a personal trainer. I still am a personal trainer. I train people and I would do boot camps. And I mean, I was in great shape. I had the flu once in my entire life and it knocked me down for a week, but no big deal. So I bragged about screw COVID. If I get COVID, I will breeze right through it. I know I will. And had no doubt in my mind. I wasn't as cautious as maybe I should have been. We had mask mandates at work. I kind of ignored them a lot of times. I wasn't going to get sick. And if I did, I'd be okay. I knew that. But, guess what? I wasn't as freaking smart as I thought I was. I did eventually get the vaccine because I figured I'd waited long enough and the reports coming back were good that it was fairly safe, And I mean, stuff is still coming out about it now. So maybe in retrospect, it wasn't a good decision, but I still got the jab and I don't regret that decision. But, you know, uh, I really wasn't scared of COVID. But here's the deal, here's what happened. I was in great shape. My immune system was fantastic. Like I said, I never got sick. I've hardly been sick a day in my life. But sometimes it's the things you don't realize. What happened to me and why COVID hit me so hard, the Delta variant, because I had this little thing in my chest. They called it Ebola. I'm not sure if that's the exact medical term for it, but what it is it's a little pocket of air in my lung, very small. And I could have gotten it when I played football. I had my rib broke at one time, so maybe something happened there that caused that little air pocket in my lung. And guess what COVID attacked? That's right, that little air pocket, and it tore me up. So you've heard the old saying, mess around or you know what, and find out. Well, I messed around and I found out the hard way. So the moral of this story is, like I said, mess around and find out, which is exactly what I did. But the reason I'm making this is to point out to other people who aren't yet sick, who had that same who have that same attitude I had before I got sick. You know, hey, I'm invincible. But you know what? Guess what? You're not. As you get to be older, 45, 50-ish, older, you know, no, there's something, there could be anything lurking in your system, and you mess around and think that you're invincible, and you're going to find out the hard way that you are not. So my advice, because I've been down that road, you could take this or leave it, think, well, that guy's full of crap. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And no, I'm not no expert. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm just an old dude that's been down the road a few times. And so I'm just trying to give like a little old man advice and let you know, don't mess around and find out. Take care of yourself. Even if you think that you are invincible, or I've never been sick a day in my life, you know, that that doesn't matter. As you get older, you have to do certain things. You should do things that you did when you were a kid to try to stay young. Don't give up playing or being, childish in your ways. Get out and exercise, get outside, but take some precautions also. Live in the real world. Be smart. Don't think that you can go out because it's cool. Go out and get drunk every night, or even if you don't get drunk, go out and drink 4 or 5 beers every night. It's going to catch up with you, pal. It always does. It always does. Or I'm going to go out and smoke it up or whatever. It catches up to you. Even if you are in excellent shape, there's things out there. Just be safe. Go get some tests. That's the number one thing you should be doing. When I first got out, I needed to know what was wrong with my body. Where was I deficient? That was a big concern to me. So I got blood tests. And your doctor will do it, or there's many places where you can send blood off and get tests done if your doctor doesn't want to do it. Check for vitamin levels, mineral levels, testosterone, estrogen, everything that you can look at, your red blood cell count, your white blood cell count, see where you're at, see where you're deficient, and then start working on it. Because a lot of people go through life not realizing that they are deficient in something. It's unbelievable how many people in this country today are deficient in magnesium or vitamin D. It's insane. People don't realize because they don't think about it, because you feel great. But you know what? When you come face to face with Mr. Who, Grim Reaper, you start to realize that, wow, this could happen. This could really happen. And I'm not ready for it. So, hey, I don't want to keep on beating a dead horse here. So, if you'd be so kind, I'll wrap up. If you'd be so kind, give this video a thumbs up, and like and subscribe. I have a lot more to get down later. I want to put out some more videos, some more anti-aging stuff, and a little bit more about what I did after I got out of the hospital to try to build my strength, which I'm still working on, believe me. And it's a long process. So if you'd be so kind, like and subscribe, share this with somebody, and till next time, I'll just say goodbye and thank you for watching.